Good day, g'day. Scherzo here. Today I'm hoping whoever's watching this may help me answer a question that's been bothering me for years. Plaguing me, actually. Plaguing. So this is a guitar that I bought sight unseen, over before the internet. This is in '98, I think I got this, or maybe '99, something like that. It was definitely before the Sydney Olympics. This guitar, it's Fender, of course. Of course, it's a Telecaster, or is it? Let's get to that. Case is great. I love these cases. I don't know if some people think they're pretty horrid, but I think this one's pretty good. And I've been all around the world with this thing. Well, Asia and Australia anyway, and it's held up well. I broke off a latch here, throwing it off a stage, sort of to a friend who dropped it. There was no guitar in it, fortunately. Or loading out. Yeah. Anyway, here's the guitar. It is, of course, a Gnashville Deluxe series Fender Telecaster. Now, using the term Telecaster as a convenient label here just because of the body shape. And the question that's always sort of come up with, especially sort of more, I don't like to use the word snob, but more purist type guitar players. And there are a fair few in whatever circle you may move in, I guess. Rock, rockabilly, country, jazz, whatever. There's always some people that tell you that you have to play this particular guitar with these particular pickups and this configuration, and people can get right into that, and that's part of the fun of playing the guitar, I guess, is having all of these debates and so on. This thing, straight up Stratocaster switching on this, no fancy other things. No, you haven't got these two pickups wired together at all. It's just this one by itself, then these two, and then this one, and that's it. There's no groovy, quacky, honky middle Tele configuration in this particular model. I think they do that now in the newer ones. I may be wrong, but certainly when I got this one, they didn't. So, what do you think? Is it a Strat or is it a Tele? It's kind of like the old Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas story. Is it a Christmas movie about Halloween or a Halloween movie about Christmas? Is this a Telecaster Stratocaster or a Stratocaster Telecaster? Right? Hasn't got the tremolo, and it definitely has a Tele bridge. So I'm still tempted to call it a Tele. Hear that bird downstairs? That's my kid's parrot. Sorry about that. It's going to make that noise. Anyway, I love this guitar. It did a lot of gigs with me when I was in my 20s and 30s. 20s and 30s? Yeah, about 20s, I think, late 20s. And I played a lot with it. And I actually had to wait for this because I remember I ordered it through Carol's Music at Capella Bar years and years ago. And it was during the stevedore strike, and apparently this sat on the docks for about 6 months waiting to get unloaded. So I wasn't sure what sort of shape it would arrive in, but it's been lovely. It's been a real workhorse. Played in a lot, and not a lot, but I've played in maybe 2 or 3 cover bands with this, and a couple of original things that I did with it, and then it went overseas with me. And it travelled really well. In Korea, it sort of, it did a lot of, I don't know, what would you call them, open mic nights? String bar and places like that. String bar? No, I didn't go to string bar with this one. Anyway, yeah, it's done done its fair share of work. And it's lovely, and I'm going to play it for you. I've got the dual showman over there heating up, and I've plugged in the old Boss SD1. I think it's better to play it through kind of a simple rig so you can kind of hear it. The dual showman's kind of like a twin, I guess. A lot like a twin. Maybe it is a twin. I don't know. I don't know about circuitry. It sounds like a twin. It's awesome. And the Super Overdrive, I guess they're kind of ubiquitous, aren't they? So I think that's a good choice for this stuff. I mean, I have a Gliss drive and stuff like that. The Gliss drive's fantastic. I'm going to do a video about that. That's in there. And not in this demo, but I will make a video about that. I digress, as usual. Anyway, so what do you think? Do you think it's more of a Tele or more of a Strat? It certainly has the Strat sounds. It's got a bit of twang there. These are, I think they called these Tex-Mex pickups, I'm pretty sure. And I remember when these came out, some people were like, oh, I hate those. I thought they were okay. I kind of like them. Plugging it back into the old amp after it's been refurbished has just reminded me why I like this guitar so much. And I've been flipping back and forth with the old 52 copy or 52 reissue or whatever it's called, just to get Stratier things like this when I'm recording for some stuff for a friend of mine. But yeah, great guitar. Let's plug it in and see what you think. Is it more of a Tele? Is it more of a Strat? Does it really matter if you enjoy it? I don't know, but I remember people telling me back in the noughties that, you know, oh, it's not a real Telecaster. You've got to play a real Telecaster if you're going to play this sort of music and that sort of music. And I remember at the time thinking, well, okay, but this is what I have, and the best guitar you've got is the one you've actually got. So, and at the time I only had this in my old Kmart Electric, which is a great guitar too, but people will tell you otherwise because it's not what they sort of like, I guess. But anyway, here nor there, I'm going to plug it in and play a little bit, such as I can, and see what you think. Strat or Tele? Alright, I think we're recording now, so minus that, it's not that great. So this is it. We're all plugged in. I have the dual showman going, raring to go. I'll just turn that up there, that there. So if I look at this thing, what haven't I turned on? Because I'm not getting. Oh, the standby. I'm a goose. Let me do that. Whoa. There's that lovely single coil hum. Now I might have to reset up my camera because I'm a bit buzzy. Oh, and I've turned on the overdrive. Okay. So, there's our tone knob works really well. You check that out. I love doing that with the, like the old steel players had that pedal thing that was like a tone knob, wah wah, it was like a wah pedal but really snappy, wah wah. Yeah, sounds like that. So I really like this guitar. Buzzy as all get out. It has got an earth problem, which I forgot to get old mate to have a look at it, which I'll take this back again because I think he's done a pretty good job on it. Anyway, this is what it sounds like. I hope you like it. As I said, dual showman, super overdrive. My vibrato channel volume's about 2-ish because apartment. Middle 7, bass is about 3.5. Did I say what my treble was? Treble's about 7.5 because I like that. And I got about 2.5 on the reverb. And I do seem to have some tuning issue. But sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Might be time to look at frets because I did play the hell out of this thing. But anyway, here's my clean. kind of thing. Hope that's not spiking too loud. Yeah, I definitely need to have a look at the frets, I think, but let's put some drive on it. Oh no, hang on, we'll play around a bit first. I'll do that jangly thing. Get that sort of deal with that's the back pickup there, the bridge pickup, then you get the out of phase thing. You can really conjure up all of those Strat sounds because there it is, you know. That's your middle pickup, which sounds really great. And this one here, which is your front two. Nice and stratty. Yep. And then just the Tele pickup at the front here is like a Tele pickup. And you get that nice. This one by itself, the Tele pickup sounds really round and sweet. When you put these two together, you get that really one of those sort of Mark Knopfler-y sounds. Because I think he lives mostly there, and these two too, perhaps. Which is a little bit more bitey, but they're still great sounds. And with the reverb sounds springy as, it's great, it's lovely. Well, in the hands of a better guitar player, it sounds great. But anyway, then you got your drive sounds. Let's see what that does with just the bridge pickup. I've put out a tune already. You got your out of phase thing or whatever. Just the middle. And middle and the neck. And then just the neck. Hear that? That hum is, there's a bad earth on it. Really needs to be looked at. It's a great guitar, but it still needs a little bit of work. So I guess this is still like a recovery project, which is what it's been since I got back to Australia. I'll just turn that down. Finding a luthier in Korea that, well, they're everywhere over there. There's lots of great guys over there, but just something gets lost when you don't speak the language as well as you should. And I didn't speak it as well as I should have. Talking and everything, but yeah. Talking about intelligent topic-specific stuff like this is really, yeah. But it's good to have this back home in Australia, that's for sure. Anyway, I love this guitar. It's done a lot of work with me, and it's going to be fixed up. So what I'm going to do is, as I do more little things to it, like fix the earth, and I'm going to rewire this guy here because it's a bit clicky. And a couple other little things. I think we'll come back to this guitar again and again. It's a beaut, and I certainly don't do it justice. There's a lot of great players, and I'm not sure that these were a very popular model. I don't know, but I think they still make them like this, something like this anyway. Anyway, that's about it for today. I hope if you're looking around for something like this, I recommend them because this was a workhorse for me for a good 15, 20, nearly 20 years. And the last 7 of which it saw a lot less work, but I'll still play it. And it sounds great. So I hope you've enjoyed that a little bit. And yeah, have a look for them because they're great. The Mexican guitar, and I think the quality of it is pretty good. Well, it's great. All right, for what it is. This was a lot cheaper than buying a US Tele, that's for sure. Anyway, there we go. I hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck with everything, and have a great weekend. See ya.